welcome to Kiro Talk, and this is the breaking news Wahala segment. And for various weeks now, we've been bringing you breaking news back to back about the harm, the gruesome atrocities committed on LGBTQI community members. And here comes another story which has come to light. This particular video, it's a video, you guys will see the video now. It's about the there are two sides of the story. One, some people are saying it's a community member that was kidnapped and set up, kidnapped by Kitos, and he was being stabbed. Was being stabbed and told to call his parents to bail him. But some people have said that this was just an ordinary kidnapper who kidnapped a young guy, and it's just being held down by kidnappers and they told him to tell his parents to pay ransom. But you guys should just check the video out and just see for yourself.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Pay the money. Pay the money. I beg. Pay the money. They won't kill me. I beg. They cut me with knife. I beg. Pay the money.
Okay, now that you guys have checked the video, we'll come into this story with two angles. First, this is another sad story, another sad day, another sad story. It shows that many atrocities are being committed against LGBTQI community members. But as the day unfolds, we begin to look that is there an end in sight. So, Marisa, I would like to start with you first. Another sad day, another sad story. What would you like to say about this, first of all? We just saw that very gruesome video, that cannot, even if it's an animal that was done to, the animal does not deserve it. But what would you like to say? I would just like to hear from you.
To be honest, this story is really one of those stories where you're like, where is the humanity in us as human beings? Like, it shows that Nigerians now don't have a value for life, which is so annoying, so irritating. That how could you do such a thing to your fellow human being, no matter the crime, no matter what this person has done or the situation? I don't know. We don't know the whole circumstances that surrounds what has happened to this young fellow, but no matter what has happened, like, nobody deserves to go through such humiliations and such pains and such torture. It tells us that we honestly need the international help at this moment to help not just the LGBTQ folks, but even if it was an LGBTQ member or it is just a kidnap, this is where we need the government, we need the international community, and we need the LGBTQ communities from other nations, from foreign nations, to look into matters like this. Because at the end of the whole day, we talk about this story, people will see this story and people will turn a blind eye to this sad event. This has been going on for a long time, and when we post these stories on other LGBTQ forums and groups, people just look at it and just close as if our struggle is less inferior or is unimportant to the existence of other LGBTQ communities, especially the ones in America and Canada and the European LGBTQ communities. This is where we say, let us come together and have a conference and have a meeting and have a talk about what is going on in Africa. Because if we are not free in Nigeria, if we are not free in Ghana, if we are not free in South Africa, we are not free in America, we are not free in Canada. Freedom of one is the freedom of all. So we need to make sure that people are free. We are not acting that laws should be changed at this particular point in time, because we know the African government and how things are being run in the African government. But at least we are asking for the respect for human life. That is all we are calling for. The respect and the value for human life. This is all we're asking. I'm wondering where the international community will step in and help Africa. At what point in time will the international community step in and help the Nigerian LGBTQ community? Is it until all of us are dead before they come in? This is where we begin to wonder, where will you come in? We are calling on the international bodies to look into this.
I feel like international bodies, I don't know, I would say they have been coming in a little bit, but I think sometimes they invest in the wrong platforms. There are a few NGOs, let me not say many, a few NGOs I know in Nigeria, they receive funding from abroad, they handle keto cases, they handle LGBTQI maltreatment cases. They even say they provide shelter, they give money, sponsor. But I do not see these things come down to the grassroots level. All I see is just it's
Do
almost
you
like
know those organizations? If you know those organizations, then we need to be able to know those organizations, because I myself, I haven't even heard about those organizations. The common queer person in
yeah,
Lagos that's
that's why I
talking,
feel
do they know this organization?
that's why I feel like those organizations, it's high time that people began. I feel like LGBTI community members need to be the one to demand for this justice. Whether you like it or not, there are some people that collect money on behalf of you guys and are not fulfilling their main job. We that were even
Scammers.
Kiruto, we that were even Kiruto, we've not received a dime from any community member. But community members still put us in check. They tell us, oh, you guys did the story. We don't like the way you said it. And we listen. We respond. I think our last video, or no, the last two videos, the one about the man that emo. Somebody said, no, it's not emo, it's Anambra. Somebody said it was his friend, engaged me. And I've gotten the guy's number. I'm still trying to bring the guy on one of our episodes. So the guy can speak. We are still accountable. Despite the fact we've not received any funding from any community member, we've not received £1 for data, we've not received any form of support from the only support that has been coming, which we thank the community members for, is for subscribing, watching our videos, sharing. But in terms of monetary support, they've not been any from any community member. So imagine all these NGOs which receive support from other countries. And when you receive the support, the best you guys can do is to ride flashy cars, to live in exotic hotels, and then you guys use a little fraction of the money, like 10% or maybe highest 20%, to organize some little outreaches. They call it outreach, they call community members, they call it peer education. They claim to buy books and run some. Those things are not what community members need. We don't need. Yes, but education is important. Books
No,
are
but
important.
at the same time, yes, I get your point. Yes, but we don't
Yeah,
need those things right now. The person
yeah,
that is safe is the person that can be educated. The person that is
exactly.
alive
Yes,
is the person that can have a career. We are talking about people's life here. Look at the damage that was done to this person. This is a
yeah.
human being, for
And if
crying
it's
out
if it's a
loud.
community member, if it's a community, because the reason why someone said that this person is actually a community member. So I asked again, and we confirmed the story, and somebody was saying no, it was just an ordinary kidnap. I said, okay, can you verify? Is there a source or any link or any news that took this story that I can go and verify from? And they said, oh, it doesn't know of any. And I know that when news are not on major platforms, then it has to be community members, because you can never find, people don't talk about things that affect the community. Or if this was a heterosexual person or just a case of kidnapping, of course we'll see it on major news, like our major headlines in the Nigerian stations.
Even if we
But because
don't even see it on major headlines, we'll at least see it on Instablog or
on
Pulse
Insta
Niger.
blog, yes, exactly. But I felt like this was a community member. That's why I said, even if yes, it's not a community, but I would like to treat it as a community member case, because I know many people have faced this in the community, where they get kidnapped, they are told to pay ransom, they are beaten, they are videoed, they are cameraed, all sorts of humiliation, and the case just keep on coming daily. It's like it's not ending. Keto has
Sorry
become
to
like a
cut you
big
short.
business for many people.
Sorry to cut you short. When I was watching that video, it really brought back bad memories, because when you're talking about many community members have gone through this before, I myself have gone through the same humiliation that this guy went through. That's why it's really, really emotional for me to talk about it. Before I left Nigeria in 2012, I was in a situation where they used a cutlass, what we call a machete, to flog the hell out of me. And if you even see,
Wow.
some part of my body still have those wounds and those bruises. So I can tell you the pain. And in our keto story, when we talked about that, I could remember that trauma every day. It can't just go away from my head. There was a river there, and those guys were meant to kill me and throw me in that river, only for the saving grace of God. We cannot continue to be dependent on the saving grace of God and family's prestige, because they had to call my parents that day. They called my parents, and the whole thing resolved when they knew the social class of my parents. You could imagine, if this guy doesn't have help, if this guy's family doesn't have, or his family background doesn't have a high social class, this guy is just going to be killed and dropped and dumped. There, this is a sad story to say. Carry
A
on,
very
man.
sad, a very sad story. So for me, that's what I feel. Like this high time we start calling. Not many times I come on the show, I make it. I've talked and talked and talked, and it feels like nobody's listening. I feel like this international community, they do a little. They need to do more and meet the right channels. Try and organize something, maybe like a poll for community members. Ask community members. Now it's easy on social media to conduct a poll. Even YouTube can conduct a poll now. Ask community members, what do you guys need? What do you guys type in the section below? Share it. Do like a campaign advocacy. Who can we reach out to? Who do you guys trust that can make this thing reach to the grassroots level. What do you need to be done? Do you need, like, should they be like in help? There should be a helpline that community members can call, maybe something like 767-112, some particular helpline that they can call and reach out to. But these days, when most helpline that they call to, all they do is they just, they will call you, they will ask you for the story, and you write the story, do this. Some will just give you a little bit of cash, and that's just it. And they will use that same story to get fundings from other donors abroad instead of solving the problem. You can't just continue to, what's the word? I don't want to use the word, treat the symptoms when you do not actually treat the main disease. All they are doing is treating the symptoms. They will treat the symptoms. Some will safe house community member. Well, 10 other people are getting killed out there. All of them cannot come to you. Some will feel humiliated. Some will feel. So I feel like it is high time for community members to say enough of NGOs, those that are in power, those that have influence, treating symptoms. We want a strong and lasting solution to this issue, because keto is becoming like a big business where some people just wake up overnight and feel like, the easiest way to make money now or get phones is when I call a community member and try to blackmail them. It's just an easy thing. All I have to do is just invite him to my place, and I blackmail him who you are, and I take it. And now it has gone to a point whereby they're even stabbing them, telling them to call their parents. So all those marks that they give that guys, it will not be gone for life. That scars will be there forever. So imagine those kind of things.
But the question is this guy even alive?
And that's the problem. That's
because in the video he said they only gave him that day, and if the fund they asked for isn't raised, they're going to eliminate him.
And that's the thing. So I feel like if there's anybody, somebody might watch this video and have more stories, more verifiable stories that they can share, please, we would like to know if you know the person in this video, or you have a strong story about this, or you can help us in any way. Please reach out to us on Instagram, and we would like to know how this case ended, because most of the stories we bring, we do not know how the thing ends, especially the Nigerian stories. It's the one abroad that we can even say, we can get more information, like the person can be brought to book, just like the gay millionaire Ed Buck. But Nigerian stories, it didn't just go down. Nobody's arrested. The state actor.
It's because there is no penalty for what they do. That is why the system still encourages them to do the things they do.
That's the truth.
I feel there should be an international penalty for all those who have been indulged in such crimes against LGBTQ members. There should be I know in Nigeria, the government may not agree, but there should be an international law against them. When these people apply for visas, or when these people are trying to look for greener pastures, this crime should be addressed through the international court. We have an international court of justice for human rights. I feel this is a time where we need to use our power from the international sector. Secondly, before I pass it back to you, I feel those of us who are abroad, please, my brothers. I watched the documentary on the Grand Legend, and I heard in one of the part of the documentary where one of them say, "Forget Nigeria, forget what is happening here. You are abroad, so focus on your staying abroad." That is the wrong way to go to. If we all focus on abroad and forget the people that are back home, we are as guilty as the Quito people too, who are setting them up. I feel this is the time we that are abroad, we that are strong, should come out and begin to not just make the voices of those at home heard, but also contribute to finding a solution for our community. This is a high time we kick out the hypocrites. We kick out the hypocrites from this community. If you are an LGBTQ folks member and you know you are DL, or you don't support the community, the only thing you come is to bash them, and you are within my territory, please, I beg you, just cut away from me, because I have to block a lot of people because of this same hypocrisy. They are in the community enjoying the benefits of the community, but when it comes to solving problems, when it comes to my advocacy for LGBTQ freedom, they are insulting, abusing us, and they are not there for the community. So sorry before I say use a bad word, but so if you're one of those people, please change, repent. We need people to be sincere. We need people to be for us. We need folks to stand with us, because the fight has just begun.
I think you've said it, and we can end on that. And that's all we can take for this episode on Breaking News. Don't forget to subscribe. Search us on Spotify at Q Talk. Search us on Spotify, Q Talk, in case you want to get an audio version of this. And please stay safe, and let's all just show love. And like what Chimerize said, let's police each other and bond together and help one another. Till next week. Till next episode. See you all later. My name remains Marvelous. We even forgot to introduce ourselves. Imagine. My name remains Marvelous Achafu Kelechi.
And I
Chimeze,
am
just Skype.
Chimereze Henry Ahunaya. Thank you.
Till next episode. See you later. Peace out.